After the forces of Earth had bonded together in a coalition, massive migration and defensive setups occurred all over the globe. Artillery and armor were transported and technological expertise were exchanged. But the Earth was of course way too big to fully defend, and it was only a matter of time before the enemy found an opening. A small oasis town in Africa was lightly defended due to its isolation. A perfect opportunity for the Tusken Raiders to show their worth to their Führer. Before they would go into battle, they would kneel and pray for the well-being of their glorious leader. Hail Yoda! The African desert was perfect for the Tuscans, as they were desert nomads themselves. But they were ridiculed by the Stormtroopers, who thought their ways were primitive and weak. But the Tuscan herd consisted of a great number of warriors, and they brought their ferocious rancors with them. As they approached the town, they were spotted by the currently present German and British troops. A fire exchange between the two armies was unleashed. The Brits and Germans assembled at the edge of town to try and hold the line. The openness of the desert made the Tuscans easy targets as their front line fell, but they were simply too many as more and more approached the oasis. The front shifted further back as the humans were forced to retreat. The people of Earth had some armor available, and though their blasts were deadly and powerful, their weakness was that the crew could easily be shot from afar. They also had some artillery that was devastating, but slow. It could only stall some time as the incoming horde crept closer. The infantry moved back into the streets as a British jeep tried to pick off any raiders who dared come too close to the town. The open field made it perfect to take them out in large numbers, but standing on top of the car made the gunner an easy target as well, and it did not take long before he and the others were taken out. The British and Germans grew desperate. Though one of the armor units took out one of the Rancors with relative ease, the Tuscans had already entered the town streets. The Oasis was about to fall. Dead bodies lay in the streets and dirt as the roar of the Tuscan plunged the town in darkness. Another Rancor headed in and entered the streets as well. A last remaining artillery crew tried their best to hold their position, but alone they posed no threat, and their bravery was rewarded with death. In the chaos and fear, some of the soldiers had not noticed they were flanked by the Rancor. When they got wind of this, it was already too late, as they fell to the claws and teeth of the giant. The town was finally in the hands of the Tuscans. After hearing of the victorious raiders, the Stormtroopers felt confident as they regarded themselves of higher value. They requested to attack a mountainous area in Europe, even though they knew it was well defended. Powerful artillery was set up alongside the riverbanks, but the troopers were sure their walkers would be powerful and intimidating enough to withstand the defenders. They made their approach from the top of the hill, numbers even greater than the Tuscans and accompanied by walkers. British, Russians, and Germans were awaiting their arrival. And then the chaos started as bullets and blasters shredded the two factions as the bouldering artillery unleashed its fury. The people of Earth fought alongside one another as brothers in arms. The Stormtroopers had heavily underestimated the Earth Force's artillery, as their barrages shook the Earth and crippled their walkers. The reach of the artillery was enormous, killing many invaders before they came into firing range. Instead of the walkers being intimidating, it was Earth's defenses that became the intimidating power in this battle. It scarred the landscape and sent bodies flying. Furthermore, they never stopped firing. Wherever the troopers would go, the artillery shells would find their mark. The fields were littered with stormtroopers, and victory went to the people of Earth. The stormtroopers grew too cocky, and were humbled by this defeat. No longer could they mock the victorious Tusken Raiders. With the Oasis town in Tuscan hands, the Coalition of Earth insisted the town would need to be retaken. Montgomery and Rommel were of the opinion that a large-scale armor assault was to be set up to claim it back.